What up, everybody? This is Dario Hunt from Living Life Fearless. Welcome back to another episode of the Music Files podcast. Today's date is December 20th, 2018. With me, as always, is my co-host, Mr. Drews Walker. Say what up to everybody.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back, Living Life Fearless. This is the Music Files. Thank you for joining us again. And for the newcomers, YouTube, all the Skype, SoundCloud, all the outlets that we have our podcasts on.
SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, wherever you hear us. Facebook, Instagram now, actually, even. Wherever you guys hear us, man. Thanks for joining us. But, so this is our, it's that time of the year again. It's our Grammys episode. So
the Grammys.
They just released all the Grammy nominations, and we're going to talk about them, talk about Snubs, talk about what we think about their selections, and then we're going to give our predictions, as always, for the winners from each major category.
Take the trophy.
But before we hop into that, we are going to go through a couple of news items. And starting with Kendrick Lamar, who is being nominated for, I want to say, like 8 Grammys this year, which is kind of crazy considering he didn't drop an album. But he is also just recently been revealed to be nominated for an Oscars as well.
Oh, word. I didn't look at the nominations.
I know they didn't release the official list, I don't think, but I think they did a little short list of some of the categories. And Kendrick Lamar was in there for his soundtrack. I don't know if it was a soundtrack or the song All the Stars, but something to do with the soundtrack is being nominated for an Oscars, which is crazy.
Yeah. That's amazing. That's crazy.
He can seemingly do no fucking wrong.
That's lit. Kenny.
Just racking up right now.
Racking it up on a light year. It felt like a light year.
It was, considering he hasn't had an album this year at all, outside of a soundtrack. And he really hasn't been on that many songs. So it's kind of crazy to...
Yeah, there aren't that many Kendrick features.
To be this, recognized this year out of all years. But no, he's doing it, bro.
He deserves it. He deserves the credit, man.
Can you say he's the hottest rapper right now? The greatest rapper right now?
I mean, I don't know. That's hard to say. The hottest is always like who's put the music out right now.
I mean, if we're taking everything into consider, everything, not just
everything,
not just that, but everything.
I don't know. That's hard to say because Drake is nominated for like one less Grammy, but he might take away more than Kendrick does.
Well, he had an album and a long rollout, so I would hope he'd be nominated for for more than a soundtrack. But I'm just saying.
I mean,
he's showing
he only has like 3 Grammys.
He's showing
like a couple.
He's showing everything. That's all I'm saying. Kenny's showing everything.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's 1 or 2.
He's out here winning Grammys for curating albums now.
Facts. He's opening doors.
Definitely doing that. So next, I don't know if you heard about Juelz Santana. I'm sure you did. I want to say a year or 2 ago when he got caught with a gun going through an airport, which was so stupid.
Yep.
And so people that don't know, he was flying through, I'm going to say maybe New Jersey. And he had a loaded .38 caliber handgun and some Oxycontin pills in a carry-on bag with his identification. And apparently he realized it, but it was too late as it was going through X-ray screening, and he just dipped. He left his bags and he dipped the airport. But obviously, your identification and is in the bag, and obviously you're on video camera
Yeah,
at this
I
whole
wonder
time.
whose stuff this is. Maybe we'll just go to the address on your ID. See
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
good.
it wasn't the brightest moment in his life for sure. But he turned himself in 3 days later, and fast forward to now, he has been sentenced finally, and he got 27 months in prison.
Ooh, damn. That's crazy. Right after
Right after the
his
Dipset little reunion album.
rebrand,
Yeah, they were supposed to
he's
go on
doing
tour
it.
and all that.
Yeah, he was on Love and Hip Hop too right
Yeah,
now.
loving hip
Like,
hop, really trying to get back
and
on.
that's probably like this might be their best season.
Well,
That's crazy.
he will be going to jail now for at least a year.
Damn. And what's crazy is a lot of that came from his addiction to those pills and lean and stuff. So
Yeah, a lot of rappers have that. They just try to hide that whole thing, but a lot of rappers have that.
yeah, that's why Juelz fell off. He couldn't get off the juice, like the devil cup. You guys gotta drink more water.
Kids, don't bring a loaded gun to the airport and try to check it through security.
Don't ever do that. Ever in life. And drink more water.
Next,
Meet Jenkins.
Chuck D, and famous Chuck D from Public Enemy.
Mm-hmm.
He has been named the chairman of the board for the upcoming, what is it called? The upcoming Universal Hip Hop Museum.
Oh, word.
The
Chuck D.
museum is scheduled to open its doors in 2022, and it's going to be opening in the Bronx, and construction is starting next year.
Oh, lit.
So,
At the home of hip hop.
no, okay, hold on. I've misspoke. He is the chairman of the celebrity board for the Universal Hip Hop Museum. Curtis Blow is the chairman of the board for the museum.
Excuse me. Curtis Blow?
Yes.
Okay. I mean he's
the
even older.
birds.
He was part of that.
Obviously. Definitely he was one of the originators.
Pioneer.
So, Hip Hop
That makes
Museum.
sense. I like that.
Interesting.
They got OGs from different generations. That's tight. I'll definitely be up there if I'm still out here in New York. So
4 years.
Never
4
know.
years is opening.
yeah, we'll see. You never know what happens for you.
I'm not really sure what to expect from a hip hop museum, but
Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. Hopefully it's lit.
So next is a judgment has finally been made in the Robin Thicke and Pharrell Williams case with Marvin Gaye's estate. We talked about this a little while ago, a few months back,
Yeah.
about how Marvin Gaye's family was suing them both for Blur Lines copyright, and it's kind of a landmark case because it wasn't like they sampled it, and it wasn't like they straight up, extrapolated on it.
It wasn't a direct interpolation.
No, what they sued him for was kind of inspiration or style. It was like stylistically, they were similar, and they sued them on that.
Yeah.
So wait, I'm not really sure
they
the
win?
if they won. They won it, and
Oh snap.
well, it says it was settled. So I don't. Yeah, a federal
They
judge.
settled?
No, no. Let me finish reading.
Word.
Monday, when a California federal judge entered a nearly $5 million. No, it was not settled, so it went to court. And the California judge entered a nearly $5 million judgment against Robin Thicke and Pharrell Williams in favor of Marvin Gaye.
Oh wow. Wow.
So $5 million.
$5 million?
And the original was around like almost $15 million or something like that. But listen, that's not even the worst part. Moving forward, the Gaye family is entitled to a running royalty of half the Blurred Lines songwriter and publishing revenue. half.
Ooh, a blurred.
His
Yo,
biggest
that's a
song
lot.
in his entire
Yeah,
career, and probably will always be his biggest song in his entire career.
yeah.
I'm losing half of that
Dang, that's crazy.
for songwriting and publishing. He's losing half.
Yep, that's what happens if they give you that kind of. If they say that you got it from them, then you get at least half,
But I mean, for those
half
that
to 80
for
or
those
100
that weren't
if it is.
following the case and don't understand why this is so big, is that because, like we said, it wasn't like they sampled it. It wasn't like they, took a chorus or a certain melody and ran with it, kind of like with the Sting situation,
Yeah,
where it was almost the exact same, thing. He just did
yeah.
it by himself.
See,
They didn't do that. It was
right,
just stylistically similar, I guess.
right. See, that's crazy because what this does, see, because like that makes me think of a lot of stuff that's happening right now that people could just get sued for that's out, like right now. I would
Yeah,
have to check on their credentials. Like, like Avril Lavigne is having a comeback right now. She has a song that's essentially an Aretha Franklin "You Make Me Feel" interpolation.
was it the last song she did?
Yeah, yeah. Let me see what song it's called so I can.
It was just on our video round, one of our video roundups, because she released a video for it, and it sounded very old school and surprising.
Yeah,
It's not really
yeah. I listened to it and I was like,
the
what does
style
that
that I
sound
expected from
like?
her.
Yeah, it's called "Tell Me It's Over."
Hmm.
And if you listen to it and think about "You Make Me Feel
Well,
Like a
she
Natural,"
even said in
you'll
the
hear.
interview that she was made the song because she had been listening to a lot of her old influences, and she name dropped Aretha Franklin as one of
Oh,
those.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
one of those
okay.
inspirations for the song and
So
style.
she wrote to an Aretha Franklin song, basically.
Quite possibly.
No, fact only. I listened to that. I didn't even hear that. I was like, oh, that's Aretha Franklin. Like I was listening to the song, they're like, oh, that's Aretha in there. Hmm. And I was like, oh, this is Avril. So that's a thing. Like if Aretha's estate wants some bread, just because you said it out loud doesn't mean you don't have to pay me. Like that.
Yeah.
That's even more specific than this case that lost with Robin Thicke. So you're
Yeah, I
saying if
mean,
this case does that?
I heard the Robin Thicke one. I didn't think Marvin Gaye when I heard it, and I heard it like like
No,
everybody
I
said it a
didn't
thousand
think that
times.
either. Not directly. Not like these other songs. So
And the
I
fact that he
mean,
won is it's a slippery slope, man, and it's open
yeah.
a door where it's like, where's the line now? Like, where's the line?
I don't know. I think they just moved it.
Because music is always borrowed from other music, like always.
Yeah, that's crazy that they lost. That's crazy.
A lot of
Wow.
people are. There's a lot of older artists, licking their lips right now because they're thinking they got some big paydays coming. There's a lot of artists in the
Right.
future.
Ooh.
Now it's definitely like, I mean, sampling has already kind of died out just by the fact that it's almost not worth the trouble.
Yeah,
And now it's
definitely.
like, shit, you get in trouble for not even sampling. And
Right. Yeah, that's
it's crazy,
crazy.
bro.
That's so crazy.
People are going to have to get real original here.
Yeah, they're like bogging down on all the creative sectors right now, it feels like. Cause like even with like the Kevin Hart apology thing, as a comedian, like comedy's getting like all the comedians are getting like censored a little bit. Feels like musicians are getting I don't know, maybe not so much. Maybe I'm just focusing in on specific examples,
Specific
but
things. And the Kevin Hart thing is more of a people just trying to find any reason to bring somebody down. It wasn't like, I don't even think it's really an outrage. What's the real outrage in that situation? It's more like people saw people nowadays. If you're a high profile and
mm-hmm.
you get into these high profile positions, opportunities, people just dig and try to find anything to bring it down. It's not even these are stuff
Yeah,
that been known for years and years and years, and then people. So I don't. That whole situation is
it's weird.
it's we're in a weird time. It can't last.
Like some of the stuff
It
is
can't
like
last. Like
very
there's no
weird.
way it
It's
can
just like,
last.
how does that even happen?
It can't last. It's too much at this point. It can't last.
It really can't. It's so fragile.
People are so fragile these days, I think, and I don't even think it's directed like in the right manner. I just think it's just knee jerk reaction at this point.
Right.
But like I said, I don't think it's gonna last. But it is crazy out here right now. Artists better be careful. That's all I gotta say. They really coming for y'all.
For real. Do your reading, do your Googles, and make sure you know your shit.
Yeah, like you really think Juice World fully knew that was Sting's song? I'm not sure he did.
I think his producer knew.
His producer for sure knew.
Yeah.
For sure.
So he shouldn't be mad.
But I don't think Juice World for sure knew.
But Juice World in that situation wasn't the one that was mad. It was the producer.
Nah, I mean, he can't be mad. Shit, he knew he was wrong. Like, the song is almost the exact fucking same. Like,
so that's what I'm saying. The guy who actually worked on the instrumentation of the sound.
Well, he's mad because that'll probably be his biggest song ever. And now
that's what I'm saying. Like,
he was already only getting a small percentage of it, and now he's probably getting a minuscule percentage of it.
Yeah. Well, that's 80%. And then,
And if I'm Juice World, that song is just not being put in my rotation
10%.
anymore.
Yeah, they both pay 10% of theirs to their management, so it's like, they're getting like.
I mean, look, that situation is more clean and clear. Like, he clearly thought he could get away with that shit because he didn't sample it. He redid it by himself.
Yeah. He thought he was gonna sneak it, but it's the same. So, no.
And it's like a massive song, like an iconic song, and the fact that he thought he could get away with it is crazy.
It's been sampled. Like, Sting
fucking
already
times.
told people to cut the check, like, for that same song. You can't just come in here like, oh.
Hey, Sting ain't mad. Sting out here just racking up checks, boy.
Yeah. Sting said, that's gonna put my grandkids
to college.
Yeah, that's cool. It'll pay for my grandkids.
That's an OG flex.
For real. Like, yeah. Not worried about that.
Yeah, this ain't mine. I'm not gonna spend this money. This is gonna go to my grandkids, bro. Just throw more salt. He was even salty after that shit.
For real. Like, you don't even need it. Like, hell nah.
And then the goofball want to go on Twitter and tell people to say fuck Sting. Like, fuck Sting, bro. Fuck you. Sting made the song, bro.
No,
like, you don't want to grab this shit, bro. Like,
don't come at Sting. If there's anybody who we should be coming at, it's fucking the idiot who thought Travis Scott stole his roller coaster.
That was Tommy Lee.
Yeah.
Of Pamela Anderson sex tape fame.
Yeah. That's what everybody knows him for.
I mean, and they're kind of known for, what is his band, Motley Crue? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know Motley Crue, but I only know Tommy Lee because of that.
Yeah. I mean, I knew him for that, and then, like, sex tape, boom.
I mean, but speaking about that, I mean, he's not the only one. I mean, Lorde came at, like, Kanye West and I think Cudi, saying that people are stealing her stage design and sets and stuff, and I'm just like, I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but I guess that's becoming a thing now. Stage IP, intellectual property, and shit. Like,
well, yeah, Drake said that too, and Kanye said it too about people like the floating stage that Kanye made, and then like just different sets that people do, and then like, oh, you did that, you can't do that.
I mean,
that's
but it's like it's a show.
Yeah.
Who cares? I don't get it, but.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get it, but who cares?
Yeah,
it's a show,
for real though. But Tommy Lee was talking about you better find your lawyer or something.
Yeah, some goofball shit, bro. Like,
yeah, so that's the only reason I was like, what? You better get
first of all, I don't even think he owns that because the whole situation was the people who designed his
Yeah, the
set
same
are the same
design
people,
company,
and they
production
let
company.
Travis use them. And I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they own all copyright to that stage set,
Yeah.
not Tommy Lee.
Right. It's like we worked with the same people. What are you mad for? Like, he was just trying to be relevant again.
He got his little 15 minutes. That's about it.
Yeah, he got it off.
But one last news item. It's a kind of interesting one. There was a Swedish women-only music festival that happened. I don't know, maybe last year.
Oh yeah.
Let me find out. Let me get the exact information. It was Statement Festival. It was founded by comedian Emma Nikar. I might fuck that name up, but I think that's how you say it. But it was supposed to be. It was advertised as the world's first major music festival for women, non-binary, and transgender-only people. But they have just been found in the Sweden's courts to be in breach of their basically anti-discrimination law.
Oh yeah.
Although, even though it was billed as like a male-free zone, they never enforced that rule. Like at the door, like if a guy wanted to come in, they wouldn't be like, "No, you can't come in." It was just advertised as only for this certain group.
Right.
But they're saying because of the way it was advertised that it basically scared potential males from even coming, which is discriminatory. They discouraged a certain group from attending the event.
I see. Okay. All right.
I just thought it was interesting.
Right. Scared the guys from, oh, I'm not going to that. Well, they probably would have had a better time if you felt like that.
I mean,
the guys that were scared probably shouldn't be there in the first place.
I mean, I get why they want to do it for sure. Because being a girl in a fucking music festival, I'm sure is not always the most enjoyable time, especially with a bunch of drugged up idiots.
Right.
But at the same time, you can't be like, we're all about inclusiveness and this and that, and then be like, but we only want this only for us.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like, I mean, males who got upset about it, obviously, I think are bitches, but at the same time, you can't have that double standard of, wanting inclusiveness.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought it was interesting. Yeah. It's always interesting when they do that and then be like, then be surprised when this type of ruling happens. Like,
yeah, they're like, it's the law.
Like it's the law. Like it's the same. Like if they made no transgender, no gay, no female event, it'd be the same thing. So yeah, I just found it interesting.
Yeah, you can't do public events like that. You can have a private event
that you don't advertise and sell tickets for.
You can do that all day. As long as you're not like advertising it, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So maybe for next time, just keep it regional, keep it local.
I mean, you can highlight it as like a welcoming place for that, but you can't advertise it as only these people,
Yeah. Only for, like, just say what it is, and the people will come because they're interested in what it is.
I just feel like you got to be either you're all for inclusiveness or you're not. And then if you're not, then you can't complain when you are left out of shit either.
Yeah.
Goes both ways.
I'm not mad at them trying. Goes both ways. I'm not mad at them trying. So
hey, I'm not mad at them trying, but I'm not mad at them getting found guilty of discrimination in court either. It goes both ways.
Yeah, I don't
That's
think
all I'm
there
saying.
should be outrage, but
No
I
outrage, no
understand
outrage, but
people
you know,
who were
it's a
involved
lesson.
that could be upset. So I understand both sides. But you gotta follow the law. You gotta protest within the rules available to you. Without, that's the only way.
I mean, you just got to be. It's got to be both ways. You just got to expect it both ways. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Facts.
But now let's get to the Grammys finally. So before we even talk about our winners and whatever, are there any snubs, surprising snubs for you?
Well, the most obvious snub's J. Cole.
Big one.
I was shocked. Especially just because of how the nominations are this year.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of just expecting. I was like, oh, so there should be room for him somewhere.
Well, I feel like this was probably one of his most socially, culturally, mainstreamly like impactful albums.
Yeah.
And the fact
I think
that it was so successful as it was without like gimmicky or anything, and still was in the consciousness of the entire music world for like the whole month it was out.
Right.
And for it to still be snubbed is kind of insane.
That still doesn't make sense to me.
I'm pretty sure his last album nominated.
I think so.
It's just,
I feel like he was somewhere, but
it's strange.
This is
not even like
crazy.
that. Just the album, but nothing off the album was nominated.
Yeah, not one nomination. So that's odd. I was kind of shocked there.
We'll get more to the rap category for sure, but that one was definitely a big snub.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what were big moments that. I mean, Nicki wasn't nominated for anything, and she had some big singles.
Yeah,
she had
but
some big songs.
Nominate Grammy worthy. I don't know about that one.
I can see that. I don't know. I'd probably remember him if I went by category, but J. Cole just stood out the most as I was just like, this is crazy. This is ridiculous.
I was a bit surprised that Travis wasn't nominated for Album of the Year.
Oh yeah, that was interesting. But he's still getting
rap album nominee. I was definitely surprised by Beach House 7 not being nominated anywhere.
Yeah, that was interesting.
0 nominations, which is
0.
Didn't make sense. Tiana Taylor didn't get any love, but I wasn't necessarily super surprised by that. Just kind of like Lil Wayne wasn't nominated, and I wasn't super surprised by that either.
Right. Yeah, I wasn't surprised by
that. I wouldn't have been surprised if they were nominated, but I wasn't like so surprised that they weren't either.
Yeah. There were a few people, I'm trying to think of.
Kali Uchis is a big one for me.
Yeah, that was interesting. Where, like, her album was
slapped on.
Pretty well packaged.
I feel like it was critically acclaimed too. Like, I felt it had the critical attention.
I don't think anybody said anything bad. I feel like everybody was like, yo, she's like one of the ones, but I don't know. I haven't seen an interview or anything. Maybe it's just because she's not very visible.
That definitely is a part of it. She isn't super visible, like, outside of the album.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people are even really aware of her.
Right. Like, they probably heard her song on the radio, but don't have any.
They definitely heard Miami. That was a big one for her.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But she definitely wasn't doing, I didn't feel like she was doing the rounds like she should have been.
Right.
But it's still just, but I hate that that's such a big part of it. But, people that are involved with music so much, you just don't think that it'd be that big of a stretch for them to know who she was.
I mean, I was kind of surprised at The Weeknd. I thought his EP might garnish
I
some
just thought it was
type of
just too short, and the fact that he called it an EP, I don't think it got the respect that it was that should have.
yeah. Because I thought that project was amazing.
I
But
mean, there's a few others like for me, Young Fathers for sure,
oh yeah,
but
Young
again,
Father.
kind of niche. I don't think they've really broken through the mainstream kind of yet. They're
Yeah,
still on the fringe. Kids See Ghosts was one I was surprised by. I
yeah. I
thought
wanted Cuddy to
that
get love.
was
That was
one of the best
amazing.
projects out of that whole Kanye wave, anyways.
Top two,
Um,
only two. No, I'm just
Saba,
Saba.
again,
Yeah, I was
on
kind
the
of looking,
fringe,
but
but I was really hoping he would get some respect for what he did put out.
I was thinking Royce.
Royce, yeah.
Yeah,
But
or
definitely for
even J
me,
Rock.
honestly,
J Rock even.
for me, Saba was one of the one I was hoping for the most. I would get that underground
Yeah,
kind of respect. It's
he
one of my
slept on.
favorite albums of the year.
Right.
But other than that, I mean, outside of a few, outside of those few big snubs, specifically like J. Cole, I wasn't surprised by what I found on there. They went just about how I thought it would be, except for maybe Greta Van Fleet.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
surprised they got so much love as they did.
I didn't know they were that popular right now. Like,
Nah, this is
I
like their
knew they were.
big breakthrough debut. I don't know if it's debut, but it was definitely like their breakthrough project. And honestly, I feel like critics kind of shit on it for the most part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I was pretty surprised to see it as popular in the Grammys as it was.
Mm-hmm.
Um, for those that know, we covered Greta Van Fleet. Was it maybe last year in DC for one of their shows. So I mean, it's crazy to think that when we covered them, people knew them, but not like a ton of people knew them. And then they came out with like their album this year, and now they're like these Grammy darlings.
Right. That's a
So,
lot of nuts.
so I mean, that's dope. You know, we out here. We know what we're doing. We know what music we're talking about.
Oh yeah.
We were definitely on them early, but
Yeah, that's tight. So yeah, go check out that footage.
yeah, I think those are some of our best shots actually. But yeah, so we are just going to go through some of the categories,
Main categories, we're gonna hit like
some of the major categories. We're going to talk about them. Specifically, give our picks for the winners.
yeah. You know, cause as you know, we make our picks every year. Last year, Dario he just caught an L, a really big L. Like he almost didn't even get one right. It was kind of bad. So we'll see. We'll see how he does this year. He thinks he knows all this music, but we'll really find out again with these
the
Grammys.
Grammys has never been known to be knowledgeable about their music, so I can't help.
You got to pick.
I
The
can't help
Grammys.
that people don't know what the fuck they're talking about at the Grammys, but
I mean, but we're picking what the Grammys are gonna pick, not what we want.
all
Because
right,
our list will be
all
completely
right.
different.
Enough talking. So let's
Our
get right to it then.
nominees list will be wildly different.
All right, so there's enough talking. Let's get right to it. Record of the year um, goes to the award goes to the artists and to the producers, engineers, mixers, and master engineers, everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I Like It by Cardi B. Brandy Charlie, don't know this one. The Joke. Childish Gambino, This Is America. Drake, God's Plan. Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, Shallow. Kendrick Lamar, SZA, All the Stars. Post Malone, Rockstar, and Zed, The Middle.
See, that's interesting. First of all, there's some weird picks in here for record.
Yeah, Rockstar? I was like,
Rockstar's old as
I feel like it's old as fuck.
like apparently I guess it
I didn't
came
even know it was
out
this year's.
October of the year before or whatever. So like it was within, I don't know, like the whatever.
Was Post Malone
But
album this
somehow
year?
Beer Bongs and Bentleys.
Yeah.
I feel like it was the top of the year, but
Fuck,
the
bro.
single
This
came out
year
in
has felt
October.
so long in terms of music. I literally forget
Yeah,
shit that came out that long ago.
yeah. Their eligibility was from October to September.
Okay, but Rockstar, I feel like was out
It feels like
fucking
2 or
over a
3 years
year
ago.
ago, bro.
I know. So I'm just gonna cut that out. Honestly, I don't think. I feel like
Yeah, I feel like it's been out too long.
yeah. I just it was a smash, but like I don't know. That's weird.
So I'm conflicted here because God's Plan was obviously a massive
God's
smash.
plan.
I like
Yeah,
it. It's still a fucking massive smash, even though I'm getting real tired of it at this point.
yeah,
This Is America was a massive moment, but I don't think song wise it was as strong as some of these others. Like I don't think if the song just came out without the video that it would be even nominated.
right.
Um, and then All the Stars, like that is easily one of the biggest songs of this year. I still hear it getting
Yeah.
played all the time. So
I know that's a sleeper in the top for me. Like that's like one that could like
like I don't
come
yeah,
up
I
and
definitely see it
grab
winning.
it.
I don't feel like it was as big as Say I Like It or as God's Plan where everybody was just talking about it, but it was just such
Yeah,
a
you heard
good
it though
song that you
every all the
hear it all
time.
the time.
Yeah, it just played smoothly. It just played really well. It was a nice song just to hear. But if I had to pick, my pick's going with God's Plan.
Mm,
I'm giving this one to Drizzy
God's Plan,
and
huh?
Boy Wonder. Yeah, cause Boy Wonder's on the beat, man. That's a Boy Wonder. Boy Wonder and Drake, top of the year.
Record of the year.
God's Plan. That's a song
See,
that
and here's the song that you didn't talk about, but Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, "Shallow," could easily win
see
this category just off the fact
it
that
could.
the movie is such a
I know.
smash right now.
I just feel like they don't want to. I don't know if they're. It just Shallow came out like right before eligibility. Like I feel like it's too soon to give it to them, even though they've been promoting it for a long time. Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I just don't think I don't know. I don't know if it reaches everyone
This
because
is
all
right.
of
This is a fucking hard one for me.
this list is crazy. And Brandy Carlisle, she's a country singer that I don't even know why she's on this. She got some nods that I was intrigued about. I'm not hating. I'm just wondering why other people weren't considered if they have extra. They moved it to like
Hmm.
8 nominees this year instead of 5 or something.
Bro, I'm fucking conflicted here.
Bro, it's a hard pick, but I went with the song that I think will be played longer than this
Man,
year
but I
and
like it is as annoying
it's
as that
lit.
shit is to me, it is a fucking massive song, and Cardi B had easily had the biggest year out of any artist.
Yeah, she did. I don't think that's the one she's taking home though.
Mm.
That's so true though. Cardi B, I almost thought that was like a no-brainer, but then I was just like, God's plan is God's plan.
But then all
That
the
song,
stars, like I could definitely see people giving it to it just because it's fucking Kendrick Lamar, and it was
I know. The problem is there's so much. This is really like all the major stuff happened for a lot of people at once, and there actually is like very hard to compare. Cause like a couple of these came out with movies, like like that, and the movies were excellent. So it's like, damn.
this is
And then,
hard, bro.
and then the other two are just like the top of the game, and then you're just like, I don't even know where to start with this. Like, and then Childish is just he made a music video and a song like a moment in hip hop.
In music.
in
Shit,
music
even
in general.
past
Yeah,
music. That shit was
it was
people were
it,
like
yeah.
people weren't even involved in music making their own fucking versions of it.
It had 100 million views after
This
it
is what I'm
aired.
saying, bro. This is fucking tough. This is tough. All right.
All I'm saying is Drake broke the streaming record this year. So I'm just going with if we're
Yeah.
even though This Is America had all the numbers and all these other
See, and I
things,
didn't.
Drake broke the numbers
I'm just
like
winging
chart.
it. I didn't go through, my usual pre nom list and kind of do the math. For people that don't know, there's definitely awards show math, meaning if an artist is nominated for multiple awards, the people who are in control of it will definitely snub them in one area just because they're going to give it to them over here instead of here. And if, say, like one person got 5 nominees, this person only got 1, they both equally deserve it for this one category. They will give it most likely to that person who only has that one nomination because they are going to give that other person a separate, one of their other nominations. So
Yeah.
that's award show math. So I did not go through and do that and see exactly where the break would be here, but this one's tough,
That's
man.
why I'm talking about Cardi. That's where I'm doing the.
That's what I'm saying. Cardi can win in multiple places. So can Drake. So can Kendrick. And it's like, fuck.
But remember, this doesn't just go to the artist.
Record of the year. Record of the year.
Boy Wonder, bro.
I'm going to go the safe bet. I'm going to say All the Stars.
Ooh. With All the Stars. Alright.
It's a safer, more traditional, I think.
Yeah,
record.
I like that pick though, because I kind of want them to win. It would just be good, but
Bro, it's a hard category. That might be the toughest category of the
that's
whole thing.
one of the hardest. Watch Rockstar win. Like, I'd be so mad.
I'd be pissed. I hope he doesn't win shit.
Bro,
the album
I'll
was
be
not that
so
fucking
mad.
good.
Yeah, if they win.
And he was nominated for this next one that we're talking about, Album of the Year. Cardi B, Invasion of Privacy. Brandy Carlisle, by the way. I Forgive You. Drake, Scorpion, Her. Beer Bongs and Bentleys by Post Malone. Dirty Computer by Janelle Monáe. Casey Musgraves, Golden Hour. And Kendrick Lamar's Black Panther, the album.
Yeah. Once again, a category that's crazy. This category is strange. It's just configured weird to me. Just the nominees are interesting. Off top, Cardi B, I said when we were doing our best albums of the year that Cardi B wasn't the best, but she would probably be in album of the year.
I knew she was going to be an album of the year conversation, but she definitely wasn't the best. But she owns the conversation.
Yeah, so I can't write it off.
I'm going to write off Kendrick Lamar's soundtrack. I don't think
they're going to do that to the category.
I'm going to write off Post Malone.
I'm
going to write off Drake. So for me, it comes down between Cardi B and Janelle Monáe. Here's where the math comes in. Janelle Monáe doesn't have a ton of nominations.
Right.
And she is definitely, I think, the dark horse for this category.
I thought she had the best album in our top half. So I thought at the top of the year she was going to be. So, I mean, I don't know. 6 months later, I'm still kind of thinking she's in the top 2. Still 2, in my head. Top 2 or 3.
It's definitely one of the most critically acclaimed albums of the year. But
yeah,
Cardi's the most commercially successful album. Yeah, this is where it gets hard for me.
Yeah.
Do I want to go who owns the conversation, or do I want to think who's more critically regarded? And who's somebody who also kind of like with the Oscars, who has always been close.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like that actor who's been nominated, or who's always been a role or two away,
Yeah.
just never got over that, but finally has that big role and finally gets that win. I feel like that could be here this year.
Yeah.
I do.
Hmm. That's interesting.
It's tough.
That's crazy.
It's a tough one.
What's crazy is it would be fucked up if they gave it to Drake.
Fucked up.
It would be so
What's
fucked
crazy
up.
is I don't know how Drake or Post Malone were nominated for Album of the Year. Honestly.
That's weird.
Out of
That
everything,
weird.
those two are nominated? Are you kidding me?
Those two, both of them, in album of the year, just straight out
Album of
all
the Year?
music.
I can see songs.
All
I can see
music
songs getting nominated off their projects, but albums, I don't see it.
It's interesting.
That's just that. I feel like it's just more name carrying you than actual music.
Yeah, this is a category where I feel like a lot of people were snubbed in terms of
A ton of people.
yeah. Like, who are you gonna give it to?
I'm gonna give it to Janelle Monáe.
Word. That's my pick as well. I can't even front. Honestly, especially with like the times, like we said, her album's very relevant. It's very much
I mean, it's over the last few weeks, even leading up to nominations, it was back in the conversation about end of the year stuff. And like I said, Cardi B, I definitely see winning this just because she's fucking so big this year.
Yeah.
Even it has almost nothing to do with the actual music with her, but like I said, I just think
oh my
Janelle's been close.
I just realized you might be right on that record of the year.
Yeah.
You picked I Like It?
No, I remember I picked All the Stars.
Oh, you picked All the Stars.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm keeping mine. I just forgot. Cardi B just did Carpool Karaoke, and I could tell the songs they were selecting were for Grammy promotion.
I mean, watch I Like It win it. Like, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Yeah. But word, we both got Dirty Computer for Album of the Year.
All right, so Song of the Year.
See, this is where it gets complicated once again. These are some tricky ass categories, and what's weird is hip hop's running the show.
So I might
Not really.
I might have to change my record of the year, but we'll see. Song of the Year is All the Stars by Kendrick, Boo'd Up with LMA, Drake, God's Plan, In My Blood, I guess Shawn Mendes, Brandy Carlisle, The Joke, Zed, The Middle, Lady Gaga, Bradley Cooper, Shallow, and Childish Gambino, This Is America. And song, if I believe, is more about the actual songwriting, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not about necessarily the whole production element, but just the song as it pertains to.
So this is where I might change. I am going to say, it's either Kendrick or the Gaga song for me.
Mm.
All right, so I'm going to change my record of the year to I Like It from Cardi. And song of the year, I'm going to say is Gaga and Bradley Cooper.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you flipped your first pick,
I flipped.
and now let's see. So song of the year, song of the year. And what song did you pick? The Gaga.
Gaga song.
Okay, I see you.
For me, I think it was either Gaga or Kendrick.
It's interesting.
But Gaga and Bradley Cooper, it's hard to see them not getting a win for that song at some point.
That's true. That's a really good pick, man. It's a really good pick. God's Plan, I don't think we'll win this. All the Stars is a good song. Boot Up, though, it has to get, that's cool that it's in the category.
I mean, yeah, I'm surprised. I'm pretty surprised.
She's getting a lot of nods, man. She's getting some looks. Tiger My Blood. I don't know. Shawn Mendes is weird. He sounds like too many other artists to me. I'm gonna have to go with the Kendrick, the All the Stars.
Kung Fu, okay.
Yeah, buddy.
Not a bad pick. All right, best new artist. Chloe times Haley, which I'm surprised that they got noted for that. Luke Combs, Greta Van Fleet, like we mentioned earlier, her. Dua Lipa, Margot Price, BB Rexa, and Georgia Smith. It's another tough one.
Damn. So off top, my standouts: Greta Van Fleet, her, Dua Lipa, and Georgia Smith.
BB Rexa had a pretty big year too.
BB Rexa was gonna be my fifth, but there's just a little bit more traction with the other four.
Well, this one's tough, but my pick is Dua Lipa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've had a massive
She's had a fucking monster year.
Like, Dua Lipa pops up when I'm not even looking for
She's
it.
collabing all over the place. She's on every major show. She's every major festival. It's hard for me to see her not winning this award. Like her had a cool project, but Lipa had a fucking year.
Yeah. I don't know, but her, though, she's having a huge year. She's having a huge year.
As big as Dua's? Doubtful.
Not just, you're right. Dua Lipa's on some superstar shit right now.
Like, she's like legit looking like the next major, massive superstar.
Oh, man. That was in my top two. Dua Lipa. Grammys, Best New Artist. See, now that you say that, now I'm thinking BB Rexa.
She had a great year too. A massive song. I'm a mess.
I'm like,
that's a great song.
That's crazy.
Her album was great.
That's so hard. This is a jacked up category because new artists are always hard to like gauge what they're.
Yeah, who won it last year? Alessia Cara.
Yeah, and her album was trash.
Over SZA.
I listened to her album. I was mad I listened to it. It was basically generic pop music.
I mean,
like it was like somebody tried to remake Britney Spears' first album. That's what it sounded like. It was not working. For me. Well, you got Dua Lipa. I'ma just pick. Oh, I feel bad picking somebody in this category because I feel like I could go either way, you know?
It's gotta happen.
I feel like her could still get it.
Who knows?
I mean, this is just like a toss-up category, I guess. So
They've all been pretty much toss-up at this point.
Yeah. I just didn't really do any math on this one. And then you just made me start thinking about
You
all
can't
the.
do math on this.
I
They've
mean,
all had big years.
Georgia's had a big year, but not like these other people.
She had
Greta Van Fleet, like you said, they were getting a lot of.
unexpected love.
I feel like this would be the award they would get though, out of their noms.
It's just hard for me to. It's hard for me to pick anybody out of this category who's had a bigger year than Dua Lipa. Period.
I feel like I'm gonna go with Greta Van Fleet.
Okay. I don't think you're gonna be right on that one, but okay.
Actually, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that pick, bro. That's not my pick. I'm gonna have to go with. Fuck it. My pick's her. I'm gonna just pick her because I like her the most out of these. I listened to her album. I mean, Georgia Smith I wanted to pick, but I feel like her had more impact than Georgia did. And
I honestly think George Smith had the best album out of everybody that we listed, but
she had the best project.
I think Dua Lipa is the biggest by far.
Yeah. But I feel like hers right in the middle. I feel like I'm settling in between.
All right, best pop vocal. Camila by Camila Cabello. Kelly Clarkson, Meaning of Life. Ariana Grande, Sweetener. Shawn Mendes, Pink, Beautiful Trauma, and Reputation by Taylor Swift. For me, this came down between Camila or Ariana Grande.
Yeah, Camila's album was awesome. Camila Cabello, her shit that was a really fucking good album. Because I was really surprised. I was like, oh, what is this? Like, oh shit. Because I didn't even really listen to her before. So. Ariana is killing the game. I don't know how you could not give God is a Woman her. Yeah. No. Is that the album title?
No.
No, Sweetener. I was saying, yeah, Sweetener, duh. And she's just throwing. But see, the problem is she's tricking me with new singles.
Yeah.
So, like, she's using new singles to make me think.
I'm just going to go Ariana because
she's the biggest thing on the list.
Having a massive moment in her career.
Yeah, that's a good call. I don't think she can lose that one.
It's going to be tough.
If she did, it would be to Camila.
Yeah, I think Camila's the only one I think who could beat her. But I feel like it came out so long ago.
It was at the top of the year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I wouldn't be mad, though. I wouldn't be mad. But I think Sweetener's going to have to win. I feel like that's Ariana Grande's. I feel like she's the pop star leader. I feel like she leads the pop world right now.
Right now, yeah, so. For sure. Everybody's watching what she's doing.
Yeah, like Taylor's on this list. She's definitely.
Yeah, but I don't feel like her album had the type of impact you expect from a Taylor Swift project.
Yeah. So, we both got Sweetener.
All right. Best. So going to dance, electronic music, best dance recording. Northern Soul by Above and Beyond. Ultimatum by Disclosure. Losing It, Fisher. Electricity, Silk City and Dua Lipa again. And Ghost Voices by Virtual Self. I have not heard all of these.
I'm going to have to go with the Dua Lipa.
Yeah, I'm just going to say that one. That's the only one I really know.
I didn't
even though I feel like it came out a little bit super recent.
I'm gonna have to write that category down. What's that category again?
Best dance recording.
Best dance.
For those that are new to this, we are writing down all of our picks just to make sure there's no cheating going on. And that we have full record of what everybody thought they were going to pick.
Facts. Because Dario thought he beat me last year.
I'm pretty sure I did.
He did not.
Best dance/electronic album. This is, again, I actually have not listened to that much electronic music this year. Singularity, John Hopkins. Woman Worldwide by Justice. Treehouse by Sophie Tucker. Oil of Every Pearl's Uninsides by Sophie. Loon Rouge by Toki Monster. Justice is literally the only name I know on this list. So I'm going to say Justice.
I didn't even look at that category, so I didn't know. Say the names again. Just the names of the
John
artists.
Hopkins, Justice, Sophie Tucker, Sophie, and Toki Monster.
Shoot. I don't know, man. Just give me the John Hopkins.
I have literally not heard much electronic this year, actually.
Yeah, neither.
Not even intentionally.
Not those.
I know we do, but. Best rock performance: 4 out of 5. Arctic Monkeys. When Bad Does Good by Chris Cornell. Made in America. The Fever 333. Highway Tune by Greta Van Fleet, and Uncomfortable by Hailstorm. I'm gonna say 4 out of 5 because that is my favorite, one of my favorite songs of the year. So, do I know it's gonna win? No, but it's one of my favorite songs.
I don't know, man. It's tough because I'm going to pull the list up in front of me because I only have certain categories that I grabbed. But let's see. Just give me the names one more time.
Of what? The song or the artist?
The artist.
Arctic Monkeys, Chris Cornell, The Fever 333.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to just go with the Arctic Monkeys.
That's what I picked. That's 4 out of 5.
Oh, you did? Oh.
That's
I was like, that's one of the only albums I remember and I liked it, so.
Best rock song: Black Smoke Rising by Greta Van Fleet, Jumpsuit by 21 Pilots, Mantra by Bring Me the Horizon, Mass Seduction by Saint Vincent and Ghost Rats.
I don't know, what are you thinking?
So, I could see Jumpsuit winning. But 21 Pilots, Mass Seduction is probably my favorite song off the album. I'm gonna just say Saint Vincent. I'm just gonna go Saint Vincent.
Saint Vincent. Wait, we're doing best rock
Song.
Okay. Gotcha. Alright. Oh, Ghost is on there? It would be really dope if Ghost won something. I don't think they're gonna win because they weren't nominated for. Man, see, that's hard. I'm gonna go with Jumpsuit.
21 Pilots.
Yeah.
I can see it winning though.
Yeah, no, it was a lit song. I would want Ghost to win though. Low key. Because I think it's the most eclectic rock song.
Alright, last rock category, best rock album. Alice in Chains is Rainier Frog, Fall Out Boy's Mania, Ghosts, again, prequel, Greta Van Fleet's From the Fires, and Weezer Pacific Daydream.
Well, up top, Weezer's not winning. Definitely not one of their best albums.
I feel like they've been fucking up with the rock categories over the past few
Yeah, I don't
years.
even know what
Like
how
their
are they
choices these
coming to
past few years
these?
have been pretty shitty to me.
Yeah, that's so weird. So we got Alice in Chains, Fall Out Boy.
I'm gonna say Greta just because they've been popping up so much. I'm gonna have to give them one somewhere.
The new Fall Out Boy has been playing a lot. I hear it too much, so that might win. But because I like the Ghost album, I'm gonna go with Ghost just because I like it. The prequel.
Best alternative album: Arctic Monkeys, Tranquility Base Hotel Casino, Beck, Colors. Damn, that was still eligible. Shit felt hell long ago. Bjork, Utopia, American Utopia by David Byrne, and Mass Seduction by St. Vincent. So this one's definitely either between St. Vincent or Arctic Monkeys for me, but I'm going to say Arctic Monkeys.
Word?
Yeah. That was one of my favorite albums of the year, period.
I know, I'm just mad you just jumped out so quick. I was like, well, to me, I think Bjork could win it.
Okay. Is that
Ironically. Well, Bjork's just so iconic that I think putting out a decent project gives them the opportunity to win.
I feel like Arctic Monkeys was far from just a decent project, though.
No, that album, I could just that's the timeless project.
It's one I've had on repeat many times this year, so it's gonna be my pick.
Yeah, that one has no skippables for me either, so I'm gonna have to go with the Arctic Monkeys.
All right, so let's hop into R&B. I want to start. Best R&B song: Boot Up, LMA, Come Through and Chill by Miguel, Feels Like Summer, Childish Gambino, Focus by Her, and Long As I Live by Toni Braxton. I am going to say LMA.
Oh, word. Wait, we doing
R&B
best
song.
R&B song. Song. Yeah, I mean, Boot Up killed the summer. Shit was a rap, basically.
Miguel Feels Like ages ago.
Yeah,
Childish, I don't think was strong enough. Maybe Her, but I still think Boot Up.
Yeah. Now, Boot Up, because the remix, it got remixed, Boot Up's my pick as well.
You've been following the leader here.
Nah, you just talking first. I could give you the scoop. What's the next one?
Urban Contemporary Album: The Carters, which is Jay-Z and Beyonce, Everything's Love. Chloe and Haley, The Kids Are Alright. Chris Dave and the Drumheads. Warren Leisure by Miguel and Michelle. I cannot say this last name. It's spelled Indy, Egeocelllo. Ventriloquism.
Indigocello or something. I don't know.
Go ahead. You said you fall. Go first. I'm gonna let you go first.
Well, off rip, this is a weird category. Chris Dave and the Drumheads. I don't think I heard that project.
I definitely haven't.
And I haven't heard that last project because we don't even know how to say his name. I don't know anything about him. Warren Leisure was good, but this is
a decade ago almost.
I feel like it's between the Carters and Chloe Halle.
I'm gonna just say who I want, and it's Chloe and Haley because I think that project is one of the best of the year.
Man.
You out here thinking too hard. I already know which one I want to go with.
All right, bro. Well,
you about to say the Carters anyways. That's your people.
The Carters. Remember how I said I didn't even care about that album?
I feel like you were talking pretty positively about it though.
No, you were the one defending that album.
Nah,
I
definitely
didn't
was
even
not.
care. I was like, Ape shit was cool, but I was like, you had the Migos write the verses, and then like Jay's verses weren't even that lit, and like, I don't know. Yeah, nah. The kids are all right. It's definitely. It seems like a no-brainer because I don't know the other two people aside from Miguel.
Okay. Best R&B album: Tony Braxton, "Sex and Cigarettes." Leon Bridges, "Good Thing." Layla Hathaway, "Honestly." Her. PJ Morton, "Gumbo Unplugged Live."
This is such a weird. Like the people that are nominated for this is weird to me.
R&B and rock are not categories that have aged well with the Grammys.
It's weird. It's just weird. Like Leon Bridges is good, but I mean it's a great project.
I feel like he
But
shouldn't be in
Grammys,
R&B. It's like almost
like
not
and R
R&B.
and B, it's like I don't know. Best R and B, like couldn't that be urban contemporary? Like I don't know what urban contemporary means.
Nobody
And then
does.
like so all right. Layla Hathaway is a G. Her I didn't think that the problem is LMA's project is better than hers project. But I'm gonna just have to go with Layla Hathaway.
Okay, I said her.
You did?
Yep.
Work.
I haven't picked her to win anything yet, and I think that's the one she was gonna win. So, last category is rap. This is definitely our wheelhouse. So, best rap performance: Cardi B,
This is where I get all the points.
Be Careful; Drake, "Nice for What"; Kendrick Lamar, "King's Dead"; Anderson .Paak, "Bubbling"; and Travis Scott, "Sicko Mode."
Well, we all know what's winning this one.
I'm saying "Sicko Mode."
Sicko Mode.
I mean,
It's
I
pretty
beat you.
obvious.
It should be obvious, but you never know if rap category out here.
I know, but like for real, that one's like that's the only one that's like, oh, I don't even really have to think about that. Like, Nice for What isn't best rap performance? Okay, I know what you guys are doing.
Bro, they just the Drake effect. He puts out average songs and they still get
Yeah.
the love.
Like, what is Nice for What doing there? Put somebody else in there if you're gonna put like, don't put a Drake song in there if you're gonna put Nice for What in there. And Be Careful. All right, guys. All right, Grammys. All right, Grammys.
Best rap slash song performance: "Like I Do," Christina Aguilera featuring Goldlink, which is crazy because Goldlink is not a fucking rapper.
Mm.
But whatever. "Pretty Little Fear," Six Lack, or okay, Black
Black.
featuring J. Cole. "This Is America," Childish Gambino, Kendrick Lamar, SZA's "All the Stars," and Post Malone, "Rockstar."
Ah. See, this is the one where I was gonna give it.
I'm giving it to
SZA
Kendrick.
and Kendrick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I wanted, like, the only other contention I could see is Childish or Black. And I don't think, since they snubbed J. Cole, I don't think they're gonna give him one on the side, but with the feature. Like,
I just think out of all those, All the Stars is the best rap slash song. I don't consider This Is America really one of those.
mm-hmm. All right, yeah, I could see that.
Best rap song: God's Plan, King's Dead, Lucky You, Eminem, Sicko Mode, and Win, which is dope that J Rock got a nom for.
Win. Well, this one's not so obvious, but
I'm going to say
I'm going with
Sicko
God's
Mode.
Plan. You going with Sicko Mode?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Best rap song. Oh, shit. I gotta go with Sicko Mode.
Even though God's Plan could, but I just think Sicko Mode is fucking
Well, Drake's on Sicko Mode.
monstrous.
So, like, oh, man. from October to now. I like Sicko Mode better as a song personally, so I'll pick that one over Gospel.
Best rap album. All right, this is a little questionable here. This is definitely where I think J. Cole should have been in here.
Yeah.
But we got Cardi B, Invasion of Privacy, Mac Miller, Swimming, Nipsey Hussle, Victory Lap, Pusha T, Daytona, and Travis Scott, Astroworld. So, do you think Mac Miller's album would have been in here if he didn't die?
Absolutely not. I think this is a post-Hamas nod, but also attention grab.
So do you think he could win just off of that?
They could if they wanted to do a lot of promotion and have like a whole like Mac Miller reel.
Because look, I love Swimming. I thought it was a dope album, but people weren't really talking about the album until he passed away.
Yeah, I liked the album before everything.
I feel like people were kind of shitting on it even before,
which is weird. It was just a different project. Remember, like when you asked me, I didn't say it was bad. I said it wasn't like.
But yeah, I actually was like his last one. I liked his last one. So
yeah,
I just don't think it would have been in here if it wasn't for his untimely passing.
Yeah,
and I was really surprised to see Victory Lap on here.
Yeah.
Super surprised. That was probably one of my biggest surprises of the year. I mean, it's dope to see Nipsey Hussle getting that recognition, but honestly, I don't even think it's his best project. So I was a little surprised.
I mean, it's kind of weird, but everyone's in love with Victory Lap.
Yeah, and I'm just like, that wasn't his best album, though.
Yeah, I was like, that's good, but
and Pusha T is dope to see Pusha get that attention, but I don't think he's gonna win it. Honestly, I think Cardi B is going to get this.
I know. That's what I was thinking. I was like...
I was in the rap categories, I feel like it's almost always who has the most attention that year. I mean, look at when fucking Kendrick lost to
Macklemore. Yeah.
Rarely goes to the right person.
Yeah.
Or when Kendrick won over J. Cole's Forest Hill Drive.
Yeah.
I just weird. Don't see anybody beating Cardi B in the rap shit. So I'm saying Cardi.
Yeah, I feel you. It's such a weird, like, the names they have in here, it doesn't even seem like what are they trying to do? I don't understand.
They didn't even used to televise the raps category.
For real. Yeah, it would always come up. They would tell you before the show started. Like, oh yeah, so-and-so won. Like, they just give you a list of these people also. And you're like, oh, okay, bet. And they just... I think they still get to give, like, a little speech in the back or something. But in the back.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Oh yeah, I picked Cardi B too on that shit.
Oh, you're Cardi?
Yeah. She gotta win that. She has the two singles off the album are number one. Like nationwide number one. Like Billboard number one.
Yeah, I mean, you're not I already picked Cardi, so you don't have to
Does anybody else have a number one? Well, Travis has a number one.
Yeah, but
album,
I don't
but
see
not
Travis
a record.
winning.
He doesn't have a number one record
for an album.
Sicko Mode, I guess, was number one.
Song I can see, but album.
Yeah. Yeah, not when Cardi has a couple. So.
Okay, so Cardi. So let's just do this last one or last couple. Producer of the year. Where did it go? For non-classical category. Boy Wonder, Larry Klein, Linda Perry, Kanye West, and Pharrell Williams.
Well, I'm going with Boy Wonder.
Boy Wonder, huh?
Yeah, buddy.
I would say Kanye for output, but he's not in good graces right now.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at the list and I was just like, well, some of those I could take off. Just do away with.
Or Pharrell?
Well, I mean, I didn't really like Stir Fry. I mean, the Nerd album, I forgot that production was crazy. I hated Man of the Woods, so
Yeah, I didn't get any love on here, so I think a lot of people hated that. I'll say boy. I'd say Boy Wonder too.
oh,
Yeah,
okay. Following me now, huh?
you know it
I
can
see
happen.
you. Boy Wonder. We gonna do music video?
Yeah, I mean, do we have to?
Nah.
This is
Not like
America.
review music videos or anything like that.
This is America.
Award to the artist, video director, and video producer. Ape shit. This is America. A Childish Gambino. I'm Not Racist. Joyner Lucas. Pink. Or PYNK. J-O-N-A. Mumbo Jumbo. Tierra Whack. Mumbo Jumbo's? What? That's cool. This is an interesting category.
Yeah.
What do you think about Joyner getting love?
That's cool.
That is pretty cool.
I don't really think that video was that special as people made it out to be, but
Yeah. I mean, This is America has to win that.
it's not even a question. It's thanks for showing up, everybody else, but let's be realistic here. I'm gonna go with the video that has like 1 billion views this year. So
Yeah, for real. That's crazy. That video did something music videos just don't really do.
very rarely,
Make news.
very rarely. That music
National-
video made the song a good song, and like it wasn't a great song. It was just
no.
an
I was
okay
like,
song.
oh, the song's cool. I was like, oh, okay.
If I heard that song without the video, I wouldn't even think twice about it.
I think it's a good song, but I wouldn't think it's epic.
That's what I'm saying. I'd be like, oh, it's cool, but it wouldn't be something that would create this as much conversation as that music video did.
Yeah.
The video literally made that a #1 song. So I gotta be real.
So, congratulations, Childish.
See, music videos do still matter, kids. People try to act like they didn't, but they clearly do
Facts.
when they're done the right way. Ask Kendrick Lamar with Humble.
Yeah.
Same
That's
situation.
crazy.
Took
That
that
was
shit to
sick.
another level.
That video was lit. That was a tight video.
One of the best videos. For sure. So that is it for this year's Grammy predictions. We will be back obviously when the Grammys air, which I'm not exactly sure. I want to say March. But I'm not entirely sure. But we'll be back obviously. What'd you guys pick? We would like to know. We always ask this every year. We want to know what you guys picked, and we will compare and see who won when the results come out. And let us know if you guys thought there were any big snubs, any big surprises, anybody that you wanted to be on it that wasn't. Your thoughts on any of the categories and some of the people that they picked, and yeah, just let us know what you guys think about this year's upcoming Grammys. And
For sure.
we'll be back when this airs. But until then, this will be our last podcast of 2018.
Yeah. Happy holidays,
Yeah.
everybody.
Happy holidays, everybody. It has been a very busy year for us, a very big year for us. And we want to thank everybody that has helped be a part of that.
Yeah.
We have a lot of stuff coming up in the
So
very
many
near
things.
future. And first, just kick 2019 off in the right way. So definitely stay tuned for that. And we'll be back, at the start of next year with some more podcasts, obviously. But other than that, man, thank you guys for listening so much. This year has been great. Growing, and have a lot more growing to do.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, comments, suggestions about this show, past shows, or any future shows, you can let us know in the comments down below. Or anywhere this goes up, whether that's on SoundCloud, YouTube, our website, iTunes, and anywhere. Let us know if you would like to be a guest, or if you know anybody that you think would be a dope guest on the show. You can also let us know in the comments down below, or anywhere else this goes up. Or you can email us directly at podcast@livinglifefearless.co, or you can go to livinglifefearless.co/podcast and fill out the form there. We will try to get back to you as soon as we can. Until then, man, enjoy your holidays, man. Keep living life fearless. Stay safe out there. We'll be back 2019.
Have fun, family and friends. Looking forward to the new year.
Yeah.
Big things happening. So
yeah.
Let's
get this new year started right. So, I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for following us. If you like these videos and these podcasts, please subscribe wherever this goes up. We'll be back shortly. Peace, y'all.
Peace.